Glad to see you again. Recent study shows that the antioxidant content of mung bean increased significantly after sprouting. In this video, I am going to share with you how you can get these sprouts easily. As for what nutrients you will get after mung bean sprouted, including the latest evidence-based nutritional perspective for them. Is there any change to the enzyme activities and bioactive compounds? That will be in a future video. Please check out. I got to taste the sprouts in just 3 days. That is simple, isn't it, Greek? How to get them? It is fast and easy. You can get your fresh sprouts within 3 days. You don't need to wait for months for harvesting it like most of the other vegetables. If you are thinking about growing any plants, why not give it a try? It is soilless. What you need is just a bit of time, and you don't have to buy any of the sprouting jars or things like that. Some of them are not cheap. We can also recycle a common material that most of us have at home, the plastic containers, after we have consumed the drinks. There are many ways to do it, but I think the way I do is pretty straightforward, simple, environmentally friendly, and very affordable. I will also share with you some tips to do it successfully. And most importantly, you don't have to worry about any pesticide in the harvest because we grow it ourselves. Hope it helps. Have fun. These are what you need. Please prepare all this. Mung beans, you can get them anywhere, the fresher the better. A container, you can recycle a clean plastic bottle like what I am doing, and you don't have to buy any commercial sprouting container. A piece of cloth, a rubber band, and some water. First, you soak the beans over 8 to 12 hours and observe for the breath of life, the bubbles, as what I have shared in my previous microgreen post. This is how you can decant the water and then put the beans into the plastic bottle. Continue putting the beans into plastic bottle, then cover the mouth or the opening of the bottle with a piece of cloth and tighten it with the rubber band. Let it stand upside down, slanted. Leave it overnight at room temperature. No light is needed. This is like 12 hours later. You can observe here. Wow! Almost all have sprouted. Actually, they can be eaten now, but you can continue to grow for another 12 hours and see what will happen. Wow! I did not expect it to sprout so fast, and they look so fresh. You see, they are breathing. The moisture here shows there is breath of life. I'm going to rinse these beans and keep the beans clean and moist so that the sprouting can be continued. This is how I rinse the beans. Open the mouth, remove the rubber band, remove the cloth, put the bottle under the water tap head, open the tap, fill up the bottle with water, cover over the beans, and rinse them. Decant the water. You can use a sieve to retain the beans, and then put back all the beans. Then cover up the mouth with the cloth again and tighten it with the rubber band. Let it stand up like yesterday. Leave it at room temperature. Another half a day has gone. You will see that the sprouting process continues, and the tails of the beans are much longer now. At the end of the day, the beans are ready for consumption, but it is better to leave it overnight and see what happens the next day. That is for you to figure out and to observe what actually will happen the next day. Here are the tips that I have for you. First, only fill up 1/5 of the bottle, because after sprouting, the beans will take up more space and they will fill up almost 1/3 of the bottle. Second, make sure your hands are clean when handling them. Wash your hands with soap and water thoroughly to avoid any contamination. Third, rinse thoroughly to keep the beans moist and clean, which is good for germination or the sprouting process. Fourth, you can just keep them in the bottle, put into the fridge for a few days, and consume it anytime while still fresh. From my experience, the sprouting process is pretty fast. It only takes one night, and then you can continue to rinse for another 2 to 3 times. But don't overdo it in order to keep the freshness of the sprouts. When you do this, you will get your sprouts in 2 to 3 days. Most importantly, you get the natural antioxidants through this process. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. As mentioned before, if you are keen to find out what nutrients you will be getting after sprouting, after mung bean sprouted, I will share with you some of the latest evidence-based nutritional perspective for these mung beans. Please check it out. Please take care and stay safe. Thanks for watching. Glad to see you again. Bye.